Royalties of peace still the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace. How are we all doing today? February 8th of 2023. Yes, our second video of the month. It is a Wednesday, my water day. So I bring to us this beautiful piece of our Black History Month, the month of love, my month. I hope we are journeying this road gracefully, peace in the storm, back to peace that has no storm. Did I say in the last video that it is very important for our experiences to optimize our well-being? Yes, our experiences should optimize our well-being by enabling lessons and blessings. Lessons and blessings. Every step we take, a lesson, a blessing should be. That is the balance of our steps. So it become not of like yesterday, a seesaw. We are looking for a balance and not a seesaw. Not an up and down, but a balance of every step. Lessons and blessings. Lessons and blessings is how we look into our past. Our experiences should optimize our well-being. Our second video today, will I read from this beautiful poem, a beautiful poem that I wrote for us for the week. It says, romance, 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 a narrow road of a journey to abstinence we had chosen instead of aromance. When romantic reverses to aromatic, also called arrow. Arrow. The arrow, the arrow, the arrow. That seeks the target is the word to the heart. Be careful what you express to another. Must know the difference between the shadow and the reality at the center. The woman, the woman, the woman. How you will handle her tonight will tell how you will handle the reality into perfection. The real world, the real world, the real world. Very fragile compared to the shadow meant for practice to perfect. But must remember, practice leads to perfection. To be able to handle reality, must handle even the shadow like will handle the real world. True, it is a man's world, and the center of it, the woman. Love, love, the arrow, love, the arrow. It is time for us royalties to begin to really unwind from the anxieties, the difficulties we experience. We know we are supposed to be together, but yet together apart. Before we know we are practicing how to apart from each other, the practice becomes perfected We dash through the doors, feeling like never returning. But at the back of the mind, we are supposed to be together. Why are we apart? When our together is only apart, what are we missing? What is the point of being together? Yet impossible to be alone. When you understand you're alone, it's like the light in the sky, the twilight you hold onto the next day of brighter light. Remember, when you dash out of the door, you are only able to be the light that others should look up to and not the complicated, the shadow. It's impossible to be the shadow. It's impossible to be lesser than a twilight. You can never disappear like the drum beats, the heart beats. Even when you are invisible, you are a thought in the mind. The greatest of us is the thought. The action reverses to the word to the thought of battlefield free must be. The reason we are able to experience action is because the word experienced a complication. The reason why we are able to experience the word is because the thought experienced a complication. These different types of complication are all healable, are all able to return back to battlefield free, the uncomplicated one and only we are. It is time we begin to understand romance. What is missing of romance is the A. The first letter of the alphabet should be the only letter. What are the other letters of the alphabet? The 24 letters of the alphabet. When the 24 are a double of a year, 24 hours of a day, that comprises of day and night, 12 months of a year, a double of 24, we are experiencing of two nature of us, of those gone ahead of us, and those still present of the physical, those we have in the mind, and those of the physical, all living these same years of a lifetime, 24 alphabets of the letter, all from one, A, 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 I, A. The I is the A. When you say A, abstinence, abstinence, all about A. Peace is A. Perfect peace is A. Every other letters following the letter A are all peace. Must all this peace reverse back into A? Perfect peace. Romance becomes aromance. The aroma of the air should be pure. That when every letter evaporates back to the above, The A should not return into pieces. Why do we have 24 letters of the alphabet? Writing is beautiful, yet has a purpose. You can never write forever. You get tired, even though it's beautiful. A smile is beautiful, yet you get tired of a smile. Because the true smile is perfect peace. The true love is perfect peace. Romance, romance. We have played romance for too long. Is it bad? We only reach a place of tiredness. And it's time to return to perfect peace. Yes. Do not feel grieved or complicated. Do not feel a complicated grief. If you are at the point of grief, let us hear Aromance, the new love. Is still romance, but returning back to perfect peace. Will you know your arrow? Your arrow at the target, the mind to the flesh. The flesh is fragile. The base is fragile. The woman is fragile. The flesh is fragile to the mind. The woman is fragile to the man. The base is fragile to the both. How you will handle your fragile one this night, Black History Month. When else can we express the necessity of being able to reflect on how we handle the fragile side of us, the one with the weakness, even the mind testifies. The side of disorientation takes fragility. Vigilance. Vigilance to the fragility. You have to be fragile to the side that is fragile. You need to be gentle, and it takes vigilance and carefulness, kindness. Even when anxiety wants to show up, you have to be able to restore yourself of the side of anxiety, only of fragility that needs recovery, needs to be strengthened. Let us travel this road reminding each other of our fragile sides. It is not a condemnation, but the fragile side. More an attention because it's the centerpiece. The heart, the word to the heart should be fragile, should be kind. It takes practice to perfect. Let us know who we are. The fragile of the above must be able to receive of the kind words, reversing the complicated to uncomplicated before we put it into us. It's how we walk step by step. Lesson, blessing, lesson, a blessing. lesson, a blessing. The heels of her shoes, the woman knows how to walk it well. Yes, aromantic, aromantic, aromantica love. Romance is now aromantic. It is time to educate the young so we tarry not too long, but reach battlefield free of perfect. The real world, the real world is the world of perfect peace. Let us walk with the shadow of practicing to live right so we be not ignored of perfect peace. No one ignores another, but self-ignoring self begins to look like others ignore. And when you begin to feel like others are ignoring you, you begin to ignore and you begin to be the first one to ignore another. And that's how we started. Today, trying to appease each other by saying, good morning, good day, a smile. When a smile to you is an insult, there is need of the word that will reach the heart to heal the weakness of the heart back to expected what smile means. Must your actions go with your word of best that you can so everyone should understand what is going on, of what you're expressing, of your actions, and what your word means. Sometimes we need even more details of how long we have been in the complication. Let us heal. Let us heal. Happy Black History Month. Power to the people. Power, 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 power to the people. Power to humanity. We are living gracefully, peacefully the storm back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace. Thank you for watching.